time to talk a little bit real quickly about some of these games. I don't know that I'm going to go live before every set of games on Sundays and during the games and after the games. We're kind of winging it as we go this first week. But I definitely want to get on here and talk about some of the stuff going on right now. Hollywood Brown going crazy. Damian Williams scoring a touchdown, looking very useful in a very potent offense. Don't freak out about Damian Williams. Baker Mayfield throwing a touchdown to Njoku. He's first. He's saying there are a lot of good and bad things going on, and there are reasons to not freak out. There's so many people that freak out after week one and start talking about how they're going to trade off this guy, or this guy's a bust, or the Browns are going to bust, or Darrell Henderson's not going to be the backup. Like, give me a break. There's so much that needs to happen before we start writing people off. But Hollywood Brown going crazy. Lamar Jackson going nuts. I'll admit I wasn't starting Lamar Jackson today. In hindsight, the matchup was kind of golden. Looking back, do I feel like, that was kind of something that should have been looked at more on my part. I admit it. I admit when I'm wrong, guys. And Lamar Jackson looks pretty good for this game. But it's the Dolphins, so long-term I'm still not sold on Lamar. But for this matchup, it's something that I think should have been taken more seriously on my part, because the Dolphins are just awful. But anybody playing the Dolphins, this isn't something that we need to learn from. Anybody playing the Dolphins needs to be considered. Derrick Henry ripping off a touchdown run right now. Derrick Henry. How long was that touchdown run? I got to stand up. Oh, my God. That was an insane run. Oh, my God. 75-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry. This is why I said you had to start the guy. Mahomes is in. Turn that back there. McCoy to the 2-yard line. So, what's up? What's up, Sand? Ertz. Nice reception by Ertz. Ertz down to the 2. Whoa! Hilliard concussion. Man, that sucks. That sucks. Sammy Watkins has another TD. I'm about 5 seconds delayed, I think, or just the red zone's jumping around because I'm watching the red zone right now. So, Patty Mahomes to Sammy Watkins. Hey, Pacheco, if you're out there, fantastic job on your part getting Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins might be. This might have been an oopsie on all of our parts to not take take Sammy Watkins seriously heading into this season. I have him in a few leagues. I got him in the Throne League. Pretty darn excited about him. That light is too much. We're gonna go dark old school here. Bro, I have Sammy on my bench and Hill is injured for me. That sucks, Sand. Does Hilliard really have a concussion? Playing Sammy this week is rough. Sammy looks fantastic right now. Yeah, playing Sammy's rough. Guess who's got him in the Throne League? This guy. I wasn't starting Sammy in every situation. I'll tell you that right now. So don't feel bad about yourself if you have him and you had him on the bench. So AB for Sammy now. Pacheco. Pacheco, I've been calling for you in the comments of some of my videos. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm really happy for you, Pacheco. I think that I don't know that this will continue. It could, but if you got Sammy Watkins for AB, obviously I'd rather have AB, but Pacheco, this thing's working out for you fantastic so far. Oh, Pacheco, did you start him? At least tell me you started him. I know I'm going to feel real good for you and be super happy for you. But Sammy Watkins, I shouldn't have been so hard on you when you made that trade, because Watkins has talent. He's always had that talent. He's just been such an injury-prone guy, and there's a lot of mouths to feed there. Hill's out. It's a unique game, unique situation, unique flow. I think that he could be a high-end wide receiver too, maybe this year. So that trade isn't that bad. But please tell me you started him, Pacheco. Please tell me. I'll feel so good for you. Galladay or Lindsey at flex. Galladay. Lev Bell looked good. Yeah, Lev Bell does look good. We tried to trade Sammy for AB yesterday. Glad I have him. Yeah, I don't know what to think about Sammy, man. I'm just hoping Pacheco responds with, I started Sammy Watkins. I'm going to be so happy for him. Lev Bell did look good. Yeah, I'm going to scroll through some of the news. Smitty, everybody slept on Sammy, not just you. Yeah, no, I mean, I own him, too. I do own him. I own him in a few leagues, and I'm starting in a few, so it's not like I don't have some shares. But, yes, I who's in? Who scored that? Jeffrey? Alshon? Not bad. So, Dontrell Hilliard checked for concussion. Dontrell Hilliard left Sunday's Week 1 game against the Titans to be evaluated for a concussion. So, he's going to be evaluated. That really sucks, man. I hope that doesn't ruin Hilliard's momentum. Injuries suck. Injuries flat out suck with Hill, with Hilliard. It just is crazy. Galladay or Tyrel Williams. Galladay. I can't believe some of the injuries, though. It sucks. Injuries suck. Injuries blow. Injuries are the worst part about this thing. Mahomes is the GOAT. My bad, Smitty. Did you say something bad about Mahomes' Ball's life? I just think if you own Mahomes, you're carried every single week. Mahomes is freaking phenomenal. You're carried every single week if you own Mahomes. Anybody talking about wasted of a late second-round pick is just probably very upset right now. They're doubling down saying this won't happen every week. Mahomes carries you weekly. How bad the Bills look on offense. Singletary will shine soon. I hope they give him. Yep, Sand. We are Mahomes people. Mahomes. Me and Sand are Mahomes. If you are a Mahomes fan, we are called Mahomes. I'm part of the Mahomes. I like AJ Green rolled out. We knew that. That's one of the pieces of breaking news right now. You just didn't think he was worth a top 3 round value. Well, Ball's life, I didn't think a lot of things either this year, so don't feel bad. I didn't think Lamar would have an amazing week 1. Freaking 5 or 6 TDs? What do you have, 5 or 6? Lamar Jackson. I do think that this Dolphins defense is the reason, but Lamar worries me for the long term. But is he a borderline starter for me? Yeah, he wasn't before. I was like, there's just too many top 10 QBs, top 12 QBs. Baker's finally getting going. Njoku had a touchdown. Let's look up some stats. Jimmy G. I'm thinking these mid-game lives aren't going to be the greatest idea. We don't even have a lot of people in here because people are watching games. But I wanted to check in with you, tell you guys that relax on some of these things going on right now. Relax on Chubb. Relax on Baker. Baker's already getting going, getting his groove going. And Njoku touchdown. And Njoku looks pretty good. Lev Bell, relax. Lev Bell looks good. The Bills look awful, but maybe they give Singletary some touches. I don't know. They need to get. They're down though, so I don't know. They're gonna have to pass to him. Hopefully, he has some wiggle on a reception, takes it house or something. Gurley looks mediocre, good at some carries, mediocre other carries. D-Jax, balls life. D-Jax is going crazy. Hollywood Brown, D-Jax, and Sammy Watkins. Can you imagine if you had all three of those guys? Hollywood Brown, D-Jackson, and Sammy Watkins, and people are laughing at you heading into week one, and you're like just ripping it up. Probably 100 points with those three guys. Mahomes treating Jacksonville like a college Division III team on a hobbled leg, says Sand. That's true. Is Atlanta that bad or Minnesota just that good? I think Minnesota's that good, but I think Atlanta's not looking great on defense. Lamar is playing against a high school team, says MT. That's true. Is that Singletary breaking off a run? I hope so. Watkins' game of his life. Yeah, Watkins is going crazy. And Hill's hurt. So, not that he wasn't doing well when Hill was in there, but Hill's hurt. You're not going to see this on repeat. But you certainly could be looking in Pacheco. Did Pacheco start him? Did Pacheco answer? Where's Pacheco? Pacheco, I'm truly, truly happy for you. But I want to know if you started him. D.D. Westbrook touchdown. Where's Pacheco? Pacheco, I'm genuinely happy for you. I'm so happy for you. And that usually happens when something crazy happens and I go, are you crazy to start that guy for that guy? That's when the guy goes off. Tyreek Hill is out. Watkins' game of his life, for sure. I like this good way to get news when you work on Sunday. Thank you, Flying. I don't know about going live during the games. That might not be a usual thing for me. I'm going to go live before every hour heading into Sunday morning kickoff. You'll find me live for the whole hour. Who's running that? Who is that? That was a Bills running back that was not Devin Singletary. And I wish Devin Singletary had that carry because he would have taken it house. It's always a shame when another player gets a really good carry and you're like, damn it. Watkins from the top ropes. Singletary broke a long run, Smitty. Good, good. Who's that in there right now? There's a rookie in there right now. 4 rushes for 70 yards for Singletary. Good for Josh Allen. Singletary, 4 rushes for 70 yards. If Miss Smitty wasn't sleeping, I would ring that bell like a son of a... She's fast asleep. Love Singletary. What did Mayfield do now? Did he throw a pick? Tyrel. DC is blowing up Atlanta. Where's Ridley? We need to get Ridley action going on. What the hell? Dislike Mayfield, arrogant, says Michael. Okay. Jags down at the 3-yard line. Minshew's been looking okay. But 37-19. Minshew ain't getting leading a comeback against Patty Mahomes. You don't lead a comeback against Patty Mahomes. Ridley touchdown? Thank God. I didn't see that. Ridley, I just saw it. Ridley touchdown. Attaboy, Ridley. Boom. Mayfield threw a pick. Give Mayfield a little time. Mayfield hasn't had a lot of time to work with his wide receivers. I'm not trying to make excuses for him. Is there concern? Sure. But give him time. Give him time. This looks like the pick they're replaying here on the red zone. I'll look at it. Come on, Mayfield. Baker. Interception maker. 22-13. So if they can stop him with a field goal here, Baker can still march him down. Beginning of the fourth quarter. Atlanta's going for 2. Minshew was the man in college. Very, very much a team player. I like that, Marcado. and Atlanta doesn't get the 2-point conversion. So Malcolm Brown, the Rams starting running back, says MT. No, but he's definitely getting some run. Everybody needs to give Darrell Henderson some time to get acclimated. Everybody needs to give Montgomery time to get acclimated. Everybody needs to give Devin Singletary time to get acclimated. Devin Singletary had 4 carries for 70 yards. If Devin Singletary didn't find open rushing lanes and he had 4 carries for 15 yards, everybody would be talking crap about Devin Singletary. So give Montgomery a chance to find an open rushing lane with some of his limited carry workloads and give these guys a chance to get into the 15 carry range. Now, Singletary, so elusive. Mariota running long. Smitty, what's up with Sammy Watkins? What's up with him is the question, and I'm trying to find out if Pacheco started him, but Pacheco won't answer. I'm genuinely happy for him if he started him. 3 TDs, 198. Well, part of it, Gary, is that Hill is out, but he was doing well even when Hill was in the game. But Sammy's he's possessed low-end wide receiver talent, and he plays with the best QB in the league. Is it that crazy to, I guess, reverse engineer this and say to ourselves, why didn't we see Sammy Watkins coming? Or is it more of like Sammy's going to get hurt, Sammy won't ever repeat this, Sammy will barely get 100 and a touchdown every third week? Or is Sammy Watkins back? Is Sammy Watkins the man? Is he back? I have him in a couple leagues, so I'm actually really excited for it. Delaney Walker TD. Not giving up on Hendy, just pointing out that you're right about Gurley. Oh, yes. MT, I wasn't going at you at all in anything that you said. I was just saying that Brown. Yeah, sometimes MT, let me explain myself. I don't want you to think I was yelling at you. When you say something like that, it makes me talk about what other people are saying, not thinking that you're saying that. So sometimes I do a bad job of explaining the direction I'm about to go based on someone's comment that really doesn't have anything to do with it. So MT, I wasn't suggesting you are saying that. I just think that people are giving up on Hendy, and you reminded me of that, and I get nothing but comments. So Hendy's no good, right? But we have to give the guy a chance. He needs 9 touches a game like they promised to be able to deliver. God, McCaffrey's so aware of where the red zone or the end zone is. That was a fantastic reach touchdown he just made. That's a touchdown. McCaffrey just scored that touchdown. Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying, MT, I didn't mean that toward you. You just said, is he the starter? And I'm not saying that was a bad thing to think or anything. I just think it's funny that Hendy's getting written off. Could Malcolm be the starter? And I know you're mostly talking about Gurley, so you're actually supporting what I've been saying. But we'll see. If they rotate the way they've been rotating with their running backs, none of them are going to have value. And Gurley being a bust is definitely going to be proven right. But Gurley also, or any one of those running backs, is capable of taking a 70-yard touchdown to the house. So, 1 week Gurley could look amazing if he does get that carry. Or I don't think he's got the breakaway speed as he used to have. He has the burst, it looks like, at the moment for, like a one cut and go. But I think he's got his lateral ability is going to be, minimized a lot due to the arthritis, and he's going to suffer the consequences heading into the next game. And the next game, it's going to add up on those knees. Hit the thumbs up if you're in the room, please. I keep watching the Watkins first TD. Did you see him shift in the middle of the field? 3 defenders. Yeah, he looked great, man. I have Watkins and Mahomes in the Throne League, and what is let me look at my numbers, what I'm doing in the Throne League. I'm playing the couch, and let's see. Okay, so in the Throne League, I have Mahomes with 27 points, Dalvin Cook with 25, Robert Woods with 11, Sammy Watkins with 46. I have 109 points. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of blurry. RG3's in there. Looks like I'm looking at all my leagues. Bell has 59 yards and a receiving TD. Kelsey's got 3 receptions for 88 yards. Man, yeah. If you've got a backup kicker, the backup kicker playing the Dolphins, even if he's not the starter for his team, you might want to start him next week. You might want to start the backup defense. The bench players in IDP that are playing. Yeah, my Throne League's going off pretty good. Wow. What a fun week 1, though, you got to admit. I'm bummed about Hill. I'm bummed about Dontrell Hilliard getting a freaking potential concussion. I hope maybe they clear him and he doesn't have one. I don't want him walking into next week with a concussion. He had a little momentum that I'm excited about. Dontrell Hilliard, and then freaking injuries. I hate injuries. I wish nobody could get hurt and we could just let all the predictions roll. But let me go to the scores and look at or the stats and look at what is Hilliard even doing. God, Minnesota 28-6. Eagles winning, Jets winning big. Well, not big. 18-10. 59-10. Ravens, they've got RG3 in there. Kansas City 37-19. 23-20. The Rams are winning even though they're playing like garbage at times. And the Bucks, man, what's up with the Bucks? 29-13. Or the Browns, I'm sorry. The Browns. 29-13. Come on, Baker. At least Njoku got a TD. Let's look at the Dontrell Hilliard stats just to see what he was doing. So Hilliard had only the 1 carry for 4 yards and a touchdown, and then he had the 1 reception for 14 yards. So he wasn't like dominating or anything, but definitely getting used, was involved. Baker wasn't doing well. A lot of, here we go, Baker. Come on, Baker. Let's bake. Interception. Come on, Baker. It was a bad throw, though. Landry wasn't in the right spot, but it was a bad throw. It doesn't matter. He's the quarterback. Baker needs to connect. Goff, INT. Hit that thumbs up, please. Help the channel. Help people know we're live. Yeah, the Panthers. What's Gurley's stats? Let's look at that. I'm interested because Gurley did have 1 good run, and then he's kind of vanished. This is everybody's borderline first-round pick. 7 carries for 39 yards. So that's 5.5 yards a carry. Not bad. But look at Malcolm Brown, 11 carries, 53 yards, 2 TDs, which is what MT was talking about. But we do need Darrell Henderson to get into the game. Can you imagine, though? I mean, like, I'm not trying to avoid admitting, being wrong in any way, shape, or form here. But can you imagine that if Henderson was in the game, he's more elusive. I know some say that Brown runs hard. Maybe they have the same yards per carry. Who knows? Is that Singletary? No. Let's say they got the same amount of yards per carry. Still, Darrell Henderson would have the 11 carries for 53 yards and two TDs, and everybody would be talking about how Darrell Henderson is like the sleeper of the year, breakout. But they haven't even put him in the game. Like, give him a chance. You drafted him. I know they like Malcolm Brown. I know some of you believe in Malcolm Brown, and there's an argument to be made that he deserves a shot, maybe even over Darrell Henderson. I understand your argument. It's not a bad argument. It's not a dumb argument. It's definitely one to be made. But I tend to believe that based off watching both run, and I like Brown. I think Brown does pretty good. Brown could probably start for a couple teams in the NFL. But Henderson looks like a machine. And he has the stats and college stats to prove it, that he's one of the most home run hitting players to come out of college for a long time. The stats are there. You can't argue it. That you cannot argue. It's fact. And I could spit out every stat in the world to prove it to you, and you could just blindly say, no, it's Malcolm Brown. Malcolm Brown's better. Darrell Henderson's better. He's better. Flat out better. I'm sorry, but he is. But I don't control this team or their workload, or these coaches have lied to us from day one last year about Gurley. Hollywood is legit. Hollywood's legit. Sammy Watkins is legit. Maybe look at Allen. Allen's such a good running quarterback. Deshaun Watson might be legit this year. Dalvin Cook is legit. That's a legit statement. Cook is legit. Cook is insane. Cook is the man. God, it's a crazy week one. Walker is killing it. Cook is top 2 to 5. Maybe I think he could beat out one of the big four and finish in the top 4. No question. No question, it's possible. Okay, Allen. Allen's looking a little bit better and better. He's so elusive. Oh! That was a really good throw. Red alert, red alert. God, Delaney Walker. I think I have him in 2 leagues, and so I got to check and make sure he's in my lineup. I think he was. Rosen's in the game. Oh, God. Talk about a gift to the defense. Josh Rosen's in the game. Cam did look bad. Cook could be number 3. Could be number 2. Who's running there? Jordan Howard. Hit that thumbs up if you're in the room. At least let the 34 eyeballs watching right now match the thumbs up. We definitely don't have as big of a crowd in here during the games. People are watching. They're not wanting to live stream on their phone. They're wanting to watch the games. But I did for week 1 want to get on here and talk to you guys a little bit about the overreactions, about Hollywood Brown. I like him. He's now flex-worthy, guarantee. Deshaun Jackson looks flex-worthy, no doubt. And Sammy Watkins looks wide receiver 2 worthy. And I'm waiting for Pacheco to come in and tell us that he started Sammy Watkins because he traded Antonio Brown from him. And we were like, what? Why? And he thought that I said that way, and I didn't. I didn't tell him to do that. He took my advice that way when I was talking about Watkins being a good player to potentially trade. We all make week 1 mistakes. Watkins is definitely proving that he's the better player of the 2 in week 1 because Antonio Brown's not playing. Is that Sanders? That was a nice little run by Miles Sanders, but it looks like it might come back. But I think you still take Antonio Brown over Watkins moving forward. But, boy, if you started Watkins or traded and made that trade and you got Watkins over Antonio Brown and you got to start Watkins this week, you are looking like a genius right now. Pacheco, I'm going to take a lap for you. Todd Gurley, nice little run. Todd Gurley, 9 touches. If Pacheco did that trade yesterday, that's a no. Pacheco gonna come in with the double Hurts. Where's Pacheco at? He came in and bragged about it and then he left, but I wanted to know if he started him. Yeah, let's see how Baltimore does next week. I agree. Ertz, no. When you have Cook, but the other guy has Watkins. Parker. Yeah, I have Watkins. I got Watkins, Cook, Mahomes, and Kamara in the Throne League, bro. How you like them apples? Actually, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say it that way. We have it. It's our team. It's the community team. We have Watkins, Woods, Josh Gordon, Hunter Henry, and then our running backs are Duke Johnson at our flex, Kamara, and Dalvin Cook, who the counselor said isn't worth even mentioning. That Dalvin Cook's nothing. And then Patty Mahomes. And we got Brady on the bench. Starting percentage on Watkins has to be less than 20%, probably. Sell Watkins at the peak value. I think so. Ball is life. I mean, I would sell Watkins at Antonio Brown-like value, for sure. McLaurin looked good. Robert Woods. Damn, I would have liked to have Robert Woods get in the end zone there. Got Watkins in the 10th. Nice job. I can't sell Watkins because I have Tyreek Hill. Oh, yeah. That's a good cuff. That's quietly a good cuff, bro. Maybe Mecole Hardman starts becoming relevant, but we got to see what happened to Hill. Is there an update on Hill, or is it just like his shoulder hurts, sprain? Is he like gonna play? Let me check the news. Henderson. Oh God, they got to give him the. They got to give him the one carry where there's like no room at all. It's not his fault. He's running up the middle, gets the ball, gets immediately hit. Now everyone's gonna say Henderson looked bad in the game, Smitty. He got hit behind the line. He got one carry for 2 yards. He looked bad, Smitty. If Henderson gets a touchdown, I'm gonna take a lap right now. I'm gonna take a lap if Henderson. You won't see me. I'm gonna go take a lap. If Henderson scores right here. Come on, Hendy. Score, Hendy. I'm taking a lap. Ready to take a lap. Throw it to Henderson, please. Higbee. I like that Hendy was in there at the goal line, though. God, I would have loved to have had a Henderson touchdown. There's 6 minutes left. I would have loved to have seen Hendy score a touchdown there. Bomb from Josh Allen to Brown to take the lead. Oh, you're a little ahead of me. Don't give up on Josh Allen. Don't give up on Josh Allen. Don't give up on Josh Allen. Should be a lesson today. He's got time to improve. He's got probably the second strongest arm in the entire league. He can throw, I think, I don't know how long, 80 yards, whatever. What's up, Larry? 17 unanswered by the Bills. What's the score? I need to change my TV over to this one. I got this freaking amazing setup right here. And yet I have that TV on instead of this TV. So hold on. I just don't know that I've signed into Sling yet on this TV because I changed over. Hit the thumbs up if you're in the room. I can't wait to see Henderson get more carries. I'm glad that he's in there. I'm glad he's not like not playing or something. He did get a carry at the goal line there, got stuffed. Okay, come on, red zone. Who's watching on the red zone? I knew I had to sign in, damn it.
Philadelphia's back. Philadelphia ran a play. It was a run up the middle. And, well, they're going to back him up a holding penalty against the Eagles. So we'll keep an eye on the 1-point game on the left side of the screen. And the Eagles who are threatening.
2 minutes to the Bucks game, says Larry. Jeffrey going to be good this year. I think Jeffrey could. I think Allen Robinson and Jeffrey are two very similar like players that you weren't sure if they were going to rebound. You lost by a lot this week, Daryl? In my Throne League, let's see what the score is in the Throne League. Damn it, I wish I was already signed into Sling on this TV here. I got this, I don't know if you guys have ever seen my setup, but I have all my monitors here, and then I have this like 40-inch TV right here. I was going to have all the games all over, but I enjoy actually watching the red zone, so I only need one TV. And I'm having to look over onto that TV. I'm just trying to remember my Sling sign-in. What is my Sling sign-in? Oh, that's what it is. That's why. Urgh. Oh, I'm hurting my neck looking up. You played Lamar. What do I think of McCoy Williams? I think you need to trade for McCoy right now. I'm sorry, Damian Williams right now, because I'm not feeling that McCoy's going to last the whole year at this level that people think he's going to last. And I think that we return to the value of hey, this guy in Damian Williams has potential for top 5 to 10 running back numbers and upside. So I'm going to bank on that happening by mid-season, where we're back to the same value we were before the McCoy signing. But I could be wrong. I'm feeling it when I see Williams on the field. I see a guy in that offense, at least. I don't care about Miami. I don't care about what he did in his past. I feel like Damian Williams has a lead upside in that Kansas City offense. Okay, Rams are at the 10. Give it to Hendy. Give it to Hendy. Give it to Hendy. Give it to Hendy, please. I could use a Henderson touchdown right now. I don't know about you guys. I didn't necessarily start him, and I started him in one league because I literally had a very, very weak flex because I stacked in an auction. But I could use the Hendy TD just for my own personal. Deshaun Jackson did have a nice homecoming, no question about that. There are not very many things that are truer than that statement. Well, Baker's got some work to do. Okay, please be the login. I think I got my login right, because I would love to watch it on this TV. There we go. Singletary did good. Singletary did us proud. Okay. All right. Kick back and watch the games. Lamar freaking Jackson is correct. Let me turn down that other TV. 1 second. Smitty, what do you think about AB Lamar? What about it? AB for Lamar? Lamar, AB, what?
The Rams trying to seal the deal there in Carolina. You got the 1-point game at the 2-minute warning. Bills and Jets. Adam Gase jumped away from the Dolphins, came to New York. Moments like this.
Okay. Back again. Singletary has looked great. Bell getting the 1 yard, I think. Singletary is the man. Let's look at Singletary stats. I should be caught up on the lag that I had on this other stream. Gurley, 12 carries for 85 yards. That's not bad considering. But 11 for 53 for Malcolm Brown. They have open rushing lanes, you know. So I think that Gurley, it's more about the usage. He's definitely on a snap count. Definitely easing him back. 1 catch for 4 yards. That's the thing about the Rams is he won't be on a snap count. Yeah, right. It's how you define it. Well, we're not going to put him on a snap count. We're just going to rotate our backs. Like, that's the way the Rams talk to you. You can't trust anything they say. Batted down. Yeah, so Singletary 4 carries for 70 yards and Devin Singletary 5 receptions for 28 yards. Pretty good day. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's look at Mayfield. Mayfield stats. Freaking Mayfield, man. 285, 1 TD, 2 INTs. Chubb, very disappointing, 13 for 66. Odell, not bad considering. I was surprised to see Odell's stat line, 7 receptions for 71 yards. I did not think he even had that. And Njoku, 37 and 1. That's what we expect out of Njoku. That could bring you top 5 to 7 tight end numbers. 4 receptions, 37 37 yards and a TD. That's like, 12, 13, whatever in PPR scoring. So that's a good game. Julio TD. Baker, 3rd pick. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, Baker. Well, our oopsies of the week. Lamar Jackson. I'll admit that's an oopsie of mine. You can't get them all. I get asked Baker. I get asked so many questions. I'm not going to get even 80% of them right, guys. That's the nature of this. But my oopsies of the week, I'd say, would be Lamar Jackson. Not trusting in that defense that he was facing is my scarlet letter, my cross to bear. Hollywood Brown, no one saw coming. Sammy Watkins, I wasn't down on any more than anybody else. I just, if you had the right situation, he's worth starting. If you didn't, he wasn't worth starting. So I wouldn't call Sammy Watkins an oopsie. I started him in the Throne League. Clearly, I like him enough to put him in there in that situation. But we definitely didn't. I didn't see him coming to this degree. No one could have. Julio touchdown. Julio fine in the end zone. I finally saw that happen. Attaboy, Julio. Julio couldn't get the 2-pointer in, though. Jarvis, 4 catches for 67. That's about what I expected. I did not expect Chubb to have 13 carries for 66 yards, but he was a victim of the flow of game, similar to how Montgomery was. Don't judge Nick Chubb too harshly on that. That's good yards per carry. He's just not being used. So I don't want to hear the whole Nick Chubb sucks. Yeah, let's hope Tyreek Hill isn't bad. Honestly, Mahomes will survive, though. A flag. The Bills. The Bills, man. The Bills. I love the Bills. They're so underrated. They're winning without like big talent at wide receiver. I love it. This is good news for Darrell Henderson or Devin Singletary because they're going to see the success they had with them running the ball, getting that good rushing going is going to lead the pass, open up the pass. I think this is a great game for Devin Singletary. Taking that step, Mahomes will soldier. Yeah, Mahomes will soldier on. I agree. I don't think it'll affect Mahomes at all. I know people think that's crazy to talk like that. Look at McCaffrey. He says. This is why I lift. This is why I don't skip arm day. God, McCaffrey looked like a beast on that run. This is why I lift. Boyd 3 receptions on first drive so far. Boyd, let me go to that game. Andy Dalton is just targeting only Boyd. that wasn't that hard to see. So 3 receptions for 27 yards for Boyd. Yeah, CMC. This is why I lift and don't skip arm day. As he carries people left and right. Looks like he's got Vaseline all over him. He's like slipping through. You're very disappointed in Justice Hill, Orion. Well, he wasn't supposed to do much, man. Who's this other Bills runner that was running and taking away from Devin Singletary? Who's the other Bills running back? Was it just Frank Gore? Yeah, Frank Gore, 10 carries for 18 yards, 1.8 yards, versus Devin Singletary's 4 carries for 70. 4 carries for 70 yards, 17.5 a pop. My name is Devin Singletary. Lamar looks good, man. You traded Rodgers and Mike Williams for a wide receiver 1. Sure, if you like Lamar, dude, do it. Yep, Sandite. He's already featured, man. I don't even know if that's bold, bro. But I like where you're at. Like where your head's at. Watkins, a beast today. I wonder if the dude that traded AB for him is happy now. He came in here, Brian, at the beginning and said, question mark, like, what about it now? And I'm happy for him. Like, I hope he started Watkins. I hope he didn't, like, leave here upset because he thought that I said that I would trade AB for Watkins, which clearly would have been good for this week. But for the long term, I'm like, no, that would be, trading away a receiver at that caliber for AB is probably the move you want to make. That sucks. That TD got vultured by, who is that? God, McCaffrey works that hard and then gets his TD vultured. Singletary will be featured. I do believe that to be true. Devin Singletary. John Brown, 7 receptions for 123 yards and a TD. He was kind of a sneaky good start. in the right spot, he was definitely a go. Not too big of a surprise that he had a decent game. He had more than a decent game. Imagine being third on the depth chart as a rookie starting week 2, 70% snaps. That's Singletary, my man. Yeah. Only 4 carries, though. They need to give Singletary a little bit more action, please. Playing CMC's beating you single-handedly this week. What are his stats? Let's check it out. Christian McCaffrey's so good. So Todd Gurley, 12 carries, 85 yards. Not bad. 7.1 a pop. Problem is that the way they're going to use him. This is why he didn't, at least for now, didn't warrant a close to first-round pick or even a second-round pick because he got 85 yards. Not horrible, but that's not first or second-round material. In the way that they use their backs right now, I don't know that that's going to change even into next week. And I don't know that Gurley will be as efficient. So if he gets 12 carries and has 4 yards a carry, unlike his 7 this week with open rushing lanes, then he's going to have a worse game. 19 carries for 128 yards and 2 TDs for McCaffrey. 10 catches for 81 yards. Oh, my God. What a big game. McCaffrey's so good. Let's see what I'm doing in my league where I own, my expert league where I own Barkley, McCaffrey, Kamara, Saquon, Watson. It's my favorite league. I own all. It's an expert league. It's 12 man, and I traded for those 3 running backs. I have no wide receivers whatsoever, but I think I got John Brown. I think. I wish I would have traded for Sammy Watkins. Let's see who my receivers are in that league. That's not a bad run by Gurley there. Did Gurley get near 100 yards? That would change some things for him this week at least. Picked up 9 right there. Todd Gurley went from 13 carries, now he has 77 yards. What the hell? Were the stats wrong on his or is that a glitch? Okay, here's my team. I got John Brown. So here's my team in this expert league. Let me send it to my computer and share it. This is my my favorite team in an expert league. I have Watson, Barkley, Kamara, McCaffrey. And you're going to say to yourself, how the hell did you get this team, Smitty? But I did some amazing trades. I had Gurley. I traded him for Kamara in January before Gurley's value tanked. Staying ahead of all of that helps you build a dynasty roster. So I had I had Barkley all along. I had Watson all along. And then I accumulated a bunch of players. Like I even traded Damian Williams in a trade with another, I forget which player, another 2 or 3 players, and did a 3-for-1 package for McCaffrey. So this is an expert league. It's a money league. It's with some pretty decent size expert and analysts out there. And so right now, look at this, 78 points. And I only had two. Let's see. Oh, I had Sanu going. But I didn't have very good receivers at all, as you can tell. I'm like really hurting at wide receiver. But John Brown saved me this week. McCaffrey's got me 42 points. And then I've got Kamara, Barkley, and Watson to go. So pretty damn good team. Wide receivers are weak, but that comes with the cost of having this kind of team. But I'm pretty excited about that roster. It's my favorite money league team. I need to do less leagues next year because I think when you do, the more leagues you do, the more the more pressure isn't on you to be right on your picks because you have like literally every single team. Chad says, I can't wait for your waiver wire show. Yes, sir. I can't wait either. Who is that? Lamar Jackson looked good on that run. Good job, Lamar. He lost his shoe. Now he's going off the field because he lost his shoe. Nick, Allen, CMC, Cook, Sanu. You did good, man. Boy, you started boinking? Or is it you just tell me your team? You've been talking about Boykin for a while, Nick. If you started him this week, he did pretty good, right? He had a touchdown. I don't know if I'd consider that. That's great, Nick. That's a great start, man. Fantastic job. Nick dropping it. Baker did flop. These games are crazy. So the oopsies for today are Baker, touchdown maker, Nick Chubb. We can throw Montgomery in there for just week one oopsies. But none of them, I'm not worried about them for the long term. Baker's going to bounce back. Baker had a couple moments where he was doing well. And Njoku looked good. Nick Chubb wasn't used. Flow of game really screwed them. They're going to have to piece things together and get back on track. Hold on one second. Nick Foles broke his collarbone, so he's done. Probably done for the year. Nick Foles, broken collarbone. That's too bad. Looks like we're going to see Minshew on the regular, but maybe he's a guy to pick up in Dynasty, guys. Big Virgil, I told you Brady is top 3 and better than Baker. Well, Big Virgil, this week you're probably going to be right. But I don't give up on Baker yet. Lucky for me, I got Baker, Chubb on the same team. Why didn't they use him out wide in Atlanta? Talking about Devonta Freeman. I don't know. Atlanta confuses me sometimes. There's so much talent, and they misuse it. Let's see what Ridley's done. I mean, Ryan does have 304 and 2. He has 2 interceptions, too. Freeman, 8 for 19, not good. Hooper, 9 for 77 is a good game. Ridley, 4 for 64 and 1. That's good. Julio, only 31 receptions. 31 yards and 6 receptions is good, but 31 yards is not good. A touchdown is good for Julio. Dalvin Cook, 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. Madison had 9 carries for 49 yards. He's a must-have handcuff. Cook had 2 receptions for 9 yards. Cook could have done a lot more damage in the passing game. Big Virgil, I'm not opposed to saying that Brady could be better than Baker this year. But I'm not willing to give up on Baker yet. It's one game. Montgomery's going to be fine. I think Baker and Chubb and Odell will be fine. And Njoku proved to be fine even in this situation. Watkins probably won't be what he was today moving forward, but is he a wide receiver 2 or a high-end wide receiver 3? Absolutely. Is Deshaun Jackson a wide receiver 3 now? Yes. Is Hollywood Brown a wide receiver 3? Yes. Every year this happens. We're going to be wrong about some things, and some things we'll be worried about, but they will end up turning out okay. No news on Tyreek yet. I'll look at news before I sign off here and see if there's anything I can report to you. Tyreek Hill undergoing tests on his collarbone. Oh no. There's news right now, Sand. Tyreek Hill undergoing tests on his collarbone. If he broke his collarbone, he's out for a good chunk of the year, which will be devastating. That just broke. Pro Football talk is reporting that Tyreek Hill is undergoing tests for his collarbone. That's not a good sign. You don't go through testing unless there's something probably pretty wrong there. Hopefully it's just bruised or whatever. But if he broke his collarbone, bro, we're not doing good. Hardman is a must pick up, yeah. Oh God, that's bad news for Tyreek Hill. Bad news. Not good. Not good. All right, guys, I'm out of here for the day. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm normally not going to go live, I think, during the games. There's just not a lot of engagement. So I'll probably be just doing the morning show most weeks. And you can check out my Instagram because I will periodically broke my collarbone at 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, ball is life. That's at least 6 to 8 weeks. Especially when you're getting hit, though. You know what I mean? It's going to be like, it could be 10. And if you break it again, it's really bad news if you don't let it heal properly. You don't want to keep breaking that thing. You can only break it so many times and keep playing. Eckler, touchdown. Nice. Tyreek Hill broke collarbone, or is that mix-up on the news? No, we have a broken collarbone for Nick Foles, and we have a potential broken collarbone for Tyreek Hill, which is weird. But no, it's both of these. I'll plug in so you can see. As you can see right here on screen, we have two potential collarbone situations, which is weird and rare. If you want to say, yeah, so looking right here, potentially two, well, for sure one broken collarbone for Nick Foles. Nick Foles, broken left collarbone. But now we have to worry about Tyreek Hill. He's getting tests done on his collarbone. He could have a broken collarbone. We'll let you know. I'll let you know as soon as I know any more information on this and update you. But if he's out, Mecole Hardman's a must grab. Sammy Watkins, the ride could continue. Sammy Watkins could play like a wide receiver one all year if Tyreek Hill is out. And don't worry about Mahomes. If you think this is going to put a damper on the Mahomes, amazing game he had this week, people are going to be like, oh God, Mahomes is now going to drop in value or he's not going to be the number one QB. Not true. So Nick Foles, broken collarbone. Horrible news that Tyreek Hill is getting tests done for a broken collarbone. I'll let you know when I have more info on that. But Sammy Watkins could walk into wide receiver numbers for the rest of the year if Tyreek Hill is out with a collarbone. But crazy, crazy, crazy news that we're looking at potentially two broken collarbones this week. Insane. But Sammy Watkins, wow. All right, guys. Appreciate you.